This is where to find all 11 hidden intel in the Black Ops 7 campaign. The first intel, Become Monster, can be found in the first mission when you get to the area with the floating islands. If you look to the right of the giant machete, you'll find the intel sitting on a table. The second intel can be found on the mission inside. It's actually right near the start of the mission inside this underground cave. It's called The Truth. It's this body bag laying on the ground. The third intel can be found on the mission Distortion. You're going to reach a point where it wants you to open the crate and rescue Woods. Instead of doing that, go past the crate onto this island with a self-revive, turn around, and the intel is going to be inside this secret room. The fourth intel can be found on the mission Escalation. Once you make it to the building with the server room, instead of progressing the objective, you want to find this room with a laptop. It's going to be the USB stick on the desk. The fifth intel can be found during the mission Disruption. The objective is going to be to infiltrate the forge. Basically, as soon as you drop into the building, you can enter this room and find the intel. The sixth intel can be found on the mission Collapse. You're actually going to go to this Coliseum, but before you go inside the Coliseum, you can find this intel in a broken building across from the yellow market tents. The seventh intel can be found on the mission Fracture. Basically, you're going to progress down the highway until you see it twisting and turning. There's going to be an evacuation sign. Run right past that and jump inside the truck. You will find the intel on the ground. The eighth intel can be found on the mission Quarantine. Once you make it to the top of the penthouse, you want to run past the piano, up the stairs, through these doors, and you will find the intel sitting on the table. The ninth intel can be found on the mission Suppression. Basically, you want to wait until you make it to the cabin. This is also the Mason family house, for those of you that don't know. You go inside the cabin, up the stairs, take a left, go inside the room. In the corner, you will find a fishing pole. This is actually the intel and probably the most hidden intel in the game. It seems easy, but it took me a while to find this one. The 10th intel can be found on the mission Breakpoint. You're going to reach an objective called Disable Cradle Shipments. Do not start doing this objective because it will make the vehicles move and then you won't be able to grab the intel. Basically, go to the objective, break off into the road where you see the kind of like supply vehicles. On one of these vehicles inside the crate is going to be the intel. And the final intel can be found during the last mission of the game, Containment. During the final boss fight, you can go to the right of the room that Kagan is inside. There are these white crates and you'll find the intel inside the white crate. There's like a little opening on the back side. That's all the intel in the Black Ops 7 campaign. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below and make sure to share with a friend if you haven't already.